So it's Assata Israel here with a daily doce dose. So I'm really at this point in my life where I'm not chasing no dream, no thought, no dollar, no bag, no purse, and anything. I'm attracting whatever is for me. I'm gonna just let it flow. Because anything that I sit and try to force, it never work out. So I'm allowing my energy to just take the wheel. Like how they say, Jesus, God, take the wheel. That's what I'm allowing God to do. Like, take the wheel. Allow me to be in my own energy. Like, I'm done dealing with half-ass people. People that's only coming into my life to benefit off of what I could bring to their life. Like, I'm not even looking for people to only benefit in my life. Like, if we not coming to benefit each other, because like if I don't see how I can help you and you see how you can help me, then we don't need to be mingling energy. And it's just that simple. Like, no. Like, it's like I'm so tired of wasting my time, energy, and effort. Like, it's so much I could be doing instead of wasting my time on things that don't matter. Like, I'm really at that point in my life where if you're not coming to build, then leave me alone. I don't care who you are. Like, it don't even necessarily mean coming to, like, if you're not, like, even if it's like about a relationship, like if we not coming to build onto a partnership with both of us included, like if you're not trying to heal, educate, or evolve with me, then you're not building with anything with me. You're destroying what I'm building. So it's like you're not really here for my highest good. So shoot, fly, shoot. Like, I don't like mosquitoes. I can't stand them things because they try to suck things out, suck the energy, suck your blood, and they leave you with a mark just to let you know that they was here. For what? You're not benefiting me. Like, you not doing anything for me for real. So no. I can't stand. I'm done with that. And if I'm being that in your life, cut me the fuck off. I promise you I won't get mad. I actually would love if you did that so then I can then learn from that. Cause then maybe it's something that I'm doing that's attracting that energy and I need that lesson. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, and it's okay to be tired. Like, that's what people don't be understanding. Like, people so used to people pleasing and doing all these things. Like, no, you don't have to please anybody but yourself. And honestly and truly, a lot of things that you have to do for yourself, it may not be pleasing to you, but it's the pressure you gotta apply so that you get that respect within and without. And it's just that simple. Like, I tell myself this all the time. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. That's a covenant that God made. Like, we like to talk about what Noah said, that covenant with Noah, but it's like Jeremiah 29:11 is the covenant that God made with you personally in your heart. When you were dropped down here for a purpose, God made that plan. God has a plan for you. And it's like you have to be willing to walk that path regardless of what it entails. And that means cutting people off, because people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Every day they in your life, they show you who they are and what they in your life for. But it's up to you to listen and use your discernment to do better. And it's just that simple. And it's like, you don't have to, and it's like, there's no animosity in cutting people off. It's just that it needs to be done. It's a pivotal moment for both of you. It's a lesson to be learned on both sides. It's not something that's out of spite. No, it's something that's done out of love, because you realize that it's love that needs. It's an act of tough love. It's a boundary that has to be set. You have to be willing to set those boundaries, and if you have to be willing to set boundaries and ensure that your boundaries are respected, regardless of how anybody feel about it. And it's just that simple. I was talking about this. I forgot where, but as people, we became so accustomed to having our boundaries violated and not setting the proper boundaries because of the world we live in. Like, just think about it for a second. Like, we were transported here against our will. Our boundaries were violated, and we were disrespected and taken to a whole different place where we were whipped and beaten. Like, we may not have feel those whips. We may not be beaten right now, but when you think about it, we got the after effect of it all. Like, we got the economic and political effect of it all. It's in here now. It's not necessarily on our flesh. It's in here. And it's like that. Some of that stuff, it'll never go away. So it's like, yeah, our ancestors may have faced that, but we felt that. We feel that on a daily. We may not realize that's what it is, but that's what it is. And it's like, you have to set those boundaries so that you can eventually hold those that hurt you accountable for how they are treating you. Because if someone don't respect your boundaries, then that means they don't respect you. And you need to hold them accountable. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to hold them accountable for how they're treating you in the present and for the future. Because that's why you set boundaries, so that they don't continue doing what they're doing. And then you need to hold yourself accountable for allowing it to slide in the past. That's forgiveness. Accepting that it happened and being willing to change your present moment to create a better future. Accountability and boundaries go hand in hand. Like, you have to be willing to bite that bullet and do what needs to be done for your peace. It comes in protecting your peace. Like, and it's like, because that happened, we became so, like, because of the violation of boundaries and the lack of accountability for a lot of things, we became accustomed to living in a life of disrespect and discomfort. And it's like, now when you want to get comfortable and change, you have people that want to stay the same. So it's like, and them wanting to stay the same, you got to allow them to be them. You can't force them. You cannot change anyone. Change what you can, release what you cannot. You cannot change anyone. You cannot change the way anybody think. You cannot change what they do. You cannot change the way they act. Only thing you can do is change how you respond and how you react to it. And it's just that simple. Like, that comes with protecting your peace. Like, being willing to sever ties with the people, places, things, and ideas that are detrimental to your peace and your health. Like, it's just that simple. And that's something I've been really learning. Like, I literally took the time this weekend to sit with myself and really be here. Like, it's some things that I wanted to get done, but I wasn't able to. I just been relaxing, watching the show, and just being with myself, sleeping, doing what I need to do for myself. Having that moment of self-care, like, even if it's just watching something on my iPad, or just sleeping or just doing daily chores around the house. Like, self-care is key, because then you see how you play a role in your own suffering. You don't, self-care isn't something that you have to go whimsically do, go buy these things, go do these things. Like, no, tend to self, love yourself, do the little small things in your life, so that when the big things come, you can appreciate them. I've been holding myself accountable for my own suffering and setting the boundaries within myself to make sure that I separate life from work. And it's like, that's what we have to learn to do as people as well. Separate life from work. How you feel and what you do. Your life is what you feel. What you do is what you do. It's your work. And it's all about balance. Like, life and work is, like, even though like we can look at it from a surface level standpoint, but it's a lot deeper than what we think. Like, how you feel about something, what you think, how you thinking about it, the things, what you create about that in your mind, the reality that you are living can spill out into what you do with the work that you do. Like, that's why I said life and work balance. It's not necessarily saying home and your job. It's saying, like, it's the mindset versus the actions. It's what you believe versus what you are doing. That's why they say actions speak louder than words. Like, because you can be living completely different than what you are thinking. But I'm going to leave it at that, because I kind of feel all over the place, but I know I'm making sense, because that really just made a lot of sense to me. But peace and love.